Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin. Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to the Lakers. It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. This could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And the basket by Rose.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
Heinrich outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Here's Vancouver with the ball. Now here's Rose. Into the lane. Millsap with the steal. Left side, George. Pass to Millsap. Ibaka with the ball. The kick outside to Butler. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Shots good by Garnett.
And this is the work ethic Garnett possesses. Really hustles down the floor in transition.
On the wing, George. Back to Heinrich. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Millsap a screen for 3. And Jimmy Butler, good for 3.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Now here's Rose. Outside Gordon. The offensive rebound. Back to Rose. Second shot opportunity. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist.
Right now they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Millsap. The Grizzlies pull it in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Holiday. Back to Rose. Outside Gordon. From the arc. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Kings trail by 3. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George looking around. Pass to Heinrich. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George.
Well, you just enjoy watching Garnett be the aggressor on defense. A tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
On its way from Rose for 2. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Here's Garnett. Here's Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Kings trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
George with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to George. Over Holiday. George, no good. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Vancouver. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Again, the miss by the Kings. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hit the crossover, and the layup is good. Rose has got 11 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Kings trail by 12. Outside Butler. To the inside. Here's Ibaka. They set the pick. Stolen by Holiday. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Second team foul.
15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, George. Heinrich outside. Shot to stop the run. Can't hit that one. And it's Vancouver sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. They're
The Sacramento Kings. 3.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
6 to shoot. Pass to Grimes. Drills the three-pointer. Grimes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now Hughes. Curvin for 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kevin Garnett. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. And Vancouver with the possession here. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Jamison, stolen by Robinson. It's Gervin on the wing. There's a screen by Robinson. Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Gervin right side. Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The shot by Thompson, no good. The Kings trailed by 9. Pass to Hughes. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Down low. Here's Chandler. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And he banks in the layup. Kittles has got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Grimes. Now Hughes. A 3-ball. Rebound by Antoine Jamison.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
The 3 from Johnson. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for Vancouver. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gervin surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Johnson. Pass to Thompson. There's the drive. And Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Inside, here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. It's a 14-point game. Outside, Jamison. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
And with authority, Jamison leaps up for the rim before the defense has a chance to stop him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Grimes. Connects from three-point range. Grimes has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Hughes. And another three for Sacramento.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Pass to Jamison. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Sacramento making a switch here.
Number 8, Keelan Ellis.
Here's Ellis. Chandler is screen to the middle. Kicks it out to Ellis. There's a screen by Robinson. No good on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Thompson with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Ellis surveying the D. Again, the miss by the Kings. And it's Vancouver holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Heinrich outside. Three-pointer. Vancouver pulls it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And the wide-open shot from Rose. Rebound by Heinrich.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Butler on the wing. Basket good.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 5.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Rose looking around. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Over to the left wing. Back to Heinrich. Kings moving the ball around. There's the three. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And a gifted interior scorer. Millsap just plays within himself and understands when to take the shot.
Outside Gordon. It's Garnett on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Outside Butler. Screened by Ibaka. Back to Heinrich. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Heinrich's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Heinrich is a pretty consistent shooter beyond the arc. His team knows he's good for a few of those per game.
Rose in the post. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
George with the ball. Still without a basket. Had it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Yeah, the defender all over.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And you got to love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
The rebound by Garnett.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Pass to Holiday. Outside Rose. Outside Gordon. That 3 off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Spins. That's a 2 from Butler. Again, the miss by the Kings. Vancouver leading by 22. Fires it up. And Garnett misses. And it's Millsap with the ball for Sacramento. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
and so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Outside Holiday. .40 seconds left to play here in the third. Excellent D there from George. Outside Millsap. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Outside Rose. Pass to Garnett. Vancouver shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game.
Fourth team foul.
He misses the free throw.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
The Kings trail by 19. And here is Butler. He's got 5. Heinrich, right side. And here's George for throw, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that...
34.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Vancouver leading by 17.
Sacramento foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies.
On defense, Sacramento. Garnett outside. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Hughes. Gervin outside. Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Thompson. Hangs in the air. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Outside Robinson. Down low. At the elbow, Chandler. Pass to Hughes. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. Vancouver pulls it in. 22 is their biggest lead. And here's Rose. Guarded by Robinson. Chandler with the steal. Outside Gervin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Garnett outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Sacramento making a switch here.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Outside Gervin. High post to Baca. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Grimes. Ellis left side. Pass to Robinson. Just 3 to shoot. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Thompson. Driving inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Ellis. Misses the layup. Vancouver leading by 20. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Ellis, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Stolen by Robinson. Outside Gervin. That one goes. Count it.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Garnett. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Grimes. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
3 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Thompson misses. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 16. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good, Gervin.
George Gervin. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Johnson to screen. Garnett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Derrick Rose.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Gervin. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Outside, Sabonis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Millsap a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gervin. And it's Gervin finishing it off. So it's Vancouver.